Hello, hello. Welcome to Ram and Goat Astrology. I'm Laura Lee.
Hello. I'm Helena.
And you're still sick, but getting better.
I was going to say, can you tell? Helena.
Helena.
I'm Helena. I'm better now than yesterday.
Yeah.
But yes, these
right.
colds do hit differently when you're pregnant.
They do.
We're
And they
pulling
last
apart,
a
learning.
while. And sometimes you think you have a cold and you don't. It's just like pregnancy, general like inflammation, and your blood vessels are all huge, expanded. And it's just.
Yeah, I'm not feeling great at the moment.
Yeah. All right. So I pulled a card for our conversation today. We're going to do just a short little talk with you guys today.
Yeah, a little squeezed with
We're going to
time.
squeeze one in here. We got retrograde.
What?
Retrograde.
What?
I
You
know.
pulled the retrograde card and we're about to enter a retrograde.
I know. Isn't that great? So this
That's
is
pretty
an
crazy.
image. If you're not watching the YouTube, this is an image of a person-esque figure standing in like a hall, like a geometric hall. It's kind of like one of those infinity type things, and they're pausing in the hall to kind of look back over their shoulders. So
Yeah.
the note on the bottom of the card says review. So a retrograde is when we need to
Oh
pause
my goodness.
and review, right?
And isn't it actually today
I think it is
that
today.
Mercury is turning retrograde?
I'm pretty sure. Check it out. I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, today is we're recording on the 25th
That's
of
hilarious.
February, and yeah, the internet is saying February 25th, Mercury retrograde.
That's amusing. I love that. So I'm
That
going to
is
read
really,
this
I guess we
card.
needed to talk about this.
We did. I'm going to read this card. So this deck is the Star Codes Astro Oracle by Heather Rowan Robbins. We love this deck. It's just phenomenal, and her little booklet is great. So it says retrogrades get a bad rap, especially Mercury. But the retrograde cycle is truly a helpful and necessary time. It's nothing to worry about, just something to work with, which you and I say that all the time, don't we?
Yeah,
Like, constantly saying that.
absolutely.
A planet is in retrograde when it appears to reverse direction of its journey across the sky from our perspective here on Earth. As that planet revisits its path, you get to review your life. So, this action of this energy is to stop the normal patterns of your life and take a break. The roots of this issue are found in the past. So, the roots of the issue you guys are dealing with, or we're talking about, or whatever the subject is in your life or in your brain right now, right? That's what we're thinking about. So,
Yeah,
the roots are found in the past. Reconsider, revise, repair, and edit. Dig in a drawer to find an old idea to bring forth and rework it, or reconnect with old friends and previous contacts. Address some unfinished personal business, and look again to find lost items and missing information. A delay may be a saving grace in your situation. So check equipment, read the fine print, and make sure that everyone is on the same page and that it's safe to move forward. Oh, I love that. Especially, you guys don't know, but Helen and I have been talking for about an hour here, and we were talking about a lot of just kind of changes coming up with all the Saturn and Aries stuff. So I feel like this fits the conversation we really just had, right? So make sure everyone's on the same page and it's safe to move forward. This is an opportunity for a sort of do-over. You don't need to get stuck in the past. If an old problem rears its head, rather than re-inscribing dysfunctional patterns, take a different approach. Before you re-engage an old relationship, inventory your heart. Consider what needs to be different this time to make it work. And then broach new territory together. So the gift with this is take a deep breath. This is an opportunity and a moment out of the ordinary flow. Use this opportunity and what you've worked so hard to learn. So just got to take a moment and think about all of the experiences you've had and what you've learned from them, right? Use your accumulated skills, knowledge, and maturity. Slow, steady, and thoughtful will win this race. Oh my God, Helena, we just talked about that whole thing.
Yeah. Yes, we did. And I so agree with Mercury retrograde being a little bit of a gift, even though it feels like, when in society, if things have to move, we have to get on the train in time, and computer system needs to work, and these things. Mercury retrograde is like throwing a wrench in the wheel sometimes for
Mhm.
us to stop.
Yeah.
And then we get really frustrated because we're in such a hurry. Uh, but the gift is that, you know, we are forced to stop and reevaluate things. And so Mercury is going to start backing up, and the first conjunction it will have is with Venus.
Mm.
Because Mercury is right now on 22 degrees and
Hmm.
Venus is 19 degrees Pisces. So it's gonna go backwards and meet up with Venus, and Venus is relationships, also money, financials. But this is the time when usually, yeah, old friendships, old relationships, or relationships behaviors,
Hmm.
maybe in your current relationship, like some old behavior comes back and you think about it again and you have to readjust. And I think it's great that we are reminded of things because, we can't just move forward and forward and forward and just
Right.
keep walking like this and new things. We have to, the wisdom comes from reevaluating things from the past that
Hmm.
in the moment when they happened, maybe we weren't ready. We had to like sit on it for a while, and that while will be over soon. For example, when it comes to relationships, you have the opportunity to reevaluate a lot about your relationships to
Yeah.
anyone. It could be with your mom, it could be also with money,
Yeah.
all of those things.
Absolutely. And we were just talking about that. We were just talking about
Yeah,
relationships with money and receiving and,
yeah,
partnerships in general, right? Learning
yeah,
how to value yourself different. And as, of course, with Mercury, it's our thought process. And with Venus, it's values. So maybe you haven't been valuing your skills and talents as well as you should. So maybe your mind
yeah,
needs to take a look at your own skills and talents and learn to value that and be more compassionate and empathetic towards your own skills and talents, which is what Pisces would ask us to do, that
yeah,
compassion and empathy. I love this. This is a time of life where it feels slower because Pisces is
yep,
nebulous, it's confusing, it's not direct, it's not clear. It feels confusing, which ultimately kind of makes us just slow down in general, right? If it's a
yeah,
big whiteout and it's snowing in your face or you're driving through fog, you're not driving at the pace you normally would if it was bright and sunny. You would slow
mm,
down to just be careful, right? And to tune in and to listen and feel the energy around you while you're driving your car. So this retrograde is an opportunity for us to slow down and feel and sense and use a
yeah,
lot more of the perception uh, that is around us to then make the mental decisions, right?
yeah. This is a very interesting Mercury retrograde. Mercury is gonna move backwards on up until about 8 degrees Pisces,
Okay.
where the North Node is sitting at 8 degrees Pisces.
Yep.
That's when it's gonna station direct, and this happens on the 21st of March,
Mm,
and that is the
this
equinox,
equinox.
the
Yep.
astrology new year. So pretty much like from now on until the rest of the astrological new calendar,
Mm-hmm.
things will be very foggy, and you will have to go back through a lot of things before we really like shoop move ahead. And it's interesting that it's stopping on the North Node. I think that's going to bring a lot of value because the North Node is it has a lot to do also with your life, like with our purpose as a world, like globally
Yes.
for us.
Yes.
Um, so I guess we're gonna think about like how have we as a people uh, cherished the gift of being on this planet and
Yes.
our big soul, like together soul's purpose.
Oof.
How have we dealt with that? How have we um,
Well, and how are we dealing with the
nourished
things?
it?
Yeah, how are we
Yeah,
dealing with the things that are coming up in our face right now, right? All the files and
yeah,
all the people and
yeah.
all the justice and how do we how do we start a new society over in a
Yeah.
matriarchal way, right? Like what does that look like? So
Hmm.
it's an interesting concept with that Piscean. nebulousness that we're
Yeah.
swimming in right now. It's confusing, and it is absorbent, right? Like we could easily, I even told my husband the other day, I'm like, I'm really annoyed with you and I don't quite know why. I don't know what's going on. It could just be my own stress. It could be perimenopause. I have no idea. Or it could be that the entire collective world right now is pissed off at men. So it could be that
Yeah.
because my mind is in Pisces and the 11th house. So I think I might be absorbing everybody's collective irritation towards men too.
Yeah.
So like I don't actually know what it is, but we're communicating and we're revisiting and we're doing the things we need to do. But it was just
Yeah.
funny when I'm like, I don't actually know, but I think I'm feeling the collective frustration, which
Oh,
is
absolutely.
part of this.
Absolutely. And this is so like, yeah, like we spoke about Pisces season the last episode and how we didn't say too much about it though, but Pisces season is when you actually rest a lot. You need to sleep a lot. You need to not do much because you're in dream world. You need to because you're so porous,
Yeah.
and it's much easier for you to catch a cold, for example, because you're so porous. You need to rest before this big bam boom. We go into Aries season and the new year begins in the astrology calendar,
Yeah.
and with Mercury going backwards for the whole of the rest of Pisces season, it's like double. Like,
Yes.
okay, we really need to be taking care of our energy and like not being super active, like be observant,
Mm-hmm.
be observant, things through.
And not just with your eyes, right? Be absorbent with
No,
your energy. With like
yeah,
when you feel something and you're like, oh, I feel like maybe I should take a different way to work today.
yeah,
Trust that.
yeah,
Trust that feeling. Oh,
yeah,
I feel like I should maybe check my bank account. Maybe somebody got a hold of my debit card and spent money, or you know what I mean? There's all kinds of different
yeah,
feelings that we get that your mind then needs to take logical action on, which is Mercury. So that trust the
uh-huh,
feeling to then do the mental thing process or the mental thing. So
yeah.
I love a good retrograde. I love that this card came up on the day the retrograde
That is
starts.
hilarious.
It's always amusing to me
You
when that happens.
witch.
I
Yeah.
know. I know. I love it. I love it. At least in this lifetime, hopefully won't be burned at the stake. So been there, done that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Oh
we're
my
just going
God.
to do our little chat today. We're keeping it short and simple, and just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a astro conversation. So a little retrograde
Mhm.
talk, little reminder for you while we are in this
Yep.
Mercury retrograde Pisces season. So thanks for
Yeah.
tuning in to our little chit chat, and we'll catch you next time, everybody.
Yes. Yes. Bye. Drink a lot of water.
Drink your
Rest.
water and
Bye.
rest. Bye.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us this week. Be sure to like and support the show by sharing with a friend or joining us on Patreon. And you can buy us a tea or coffee and financially support us. Thank you so much. It's so appreciated.